All right, so we're
Yo,
here and we're gonna talk about Kendrick Lamar's surprise album GNX, and we're gonna figure out if he's really dissing Lil Wayne and Snoop. All right, and that's my boy Jason Maharaja, and
yo,
you
we
already know
really
who
out
I
here.
am.
We really out here in the bend, bro. We really out here. Making some.
Yeah, warm up that job, bro. It's about to get deep and shit.
Yeah. I'm kicking me down there.
So Kendrick dropped this album without no warnings, without no prelude or whatever the fuck you want to say, right? Like there was no run up to this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Rollout. There's no rollout. He just dropped the album and broke the internet, especially the hip hop internet. Maybe not the pop shit, but it's gone pretty far because McDonald's is talking about it already, right? So people are like the Kendrick haters, the Drake fans. They're saying that, yo, man, these people love Kendrick. They dick riding Kendrick because McDonald's is already talking about it. McDonald's won't even talk about Drake that fast.
What are they talking about, Kendrick? What are they saying?
So there's that one track with Mustard, and on in the hook, or not the hook, but like the intro of the second beat, he's
Mm-hmm.
just yelling mustard, right? So because he's yelling mustard, it became like a meme and shit for the night. And the next morning, McDonald's jumped on that and they released like the new honey mustard packet. Like it's probably a meme. It might not be real, but
Yeah.
like it just says mustard and shit, right?
Uh huh.
And then obviously Mustard shared that because that's like free promo from McDonald's. And yeah, they just know McDonald's is smart. They know how to get in the moment and shit, right? Like get
Right.
into the headlines and shit.
Yeah.
So it was about their honey mustard and it just worked. It just clicked. But yeah. So yeah, shockwaves through the music industry. Everyone was saying that this guy's wasting the biggest song of the year by fucking not releasing an album. And now he's here before Christmas where sales is usually higher and shit. And we'll see what numbers he gets. But the real story is the lyrics on the album where he's dissing or sending shots at Lil Wayne, Snoop, and probably Drake, probably J. Cole, but we'll stick to the two main ones, right? So Lil Wayne and Snoop. So what he said about Snoop, we'll go with that first because this is like a little bit more funny and shit. So Drake dropped that diss track, right? It was called I don't know, it had Tupac in it and it had Snoop in it.
Yeah, where he's got
The
AI.
AI. Yeah, the AI. And then Kendrick drops a lyric where it says like Snoop must have been on edibles for sharing the AI track, right? I don't know the exact lyrics, but something like that. But so he said Snoop must have been on edibles, like he's making fun of Snoop for being high and shit.
Yeah.
And he said he must have been really high to fuck with that because that shit was trash in his opinion, in
Right.
Kendrick's opinion. And he's like, and that was the lyric, and fucking Snoop replied and shit. And he goes, yeah, I was on edibles, right? On Twitter, right?
Uh-huh. Oh.
And obviously that tweet went viral. And then Snoop went on live and he just laughed about it. And he's like, yo, I love Kendrick, West Kings and shit. Right. And he played it off like it's all good if he said that. So Snoop just let it go. Snoop doesn't really beef like that with the new people. He's safe with everybody. Um, I
Snoop
think,
seems pretty sober to be like, yo, chill, bro. This ain't it.
yeah, but yeah, I mean, I think Snoop thought it was funny that Drake's rapping with his voice using AI. Like I think Snoop thought it was funny. But Snoop did say back then, like, yo, bro, you could just send me the fucking feature and shit. Like, I'm here, dog. Like, you could have took the AI Tupac, but I'm here. You could have sent me the future, bro. Like the features, like
Mm-hmm.
right. So what's interesting is Snoop's album's coming out in 2 weeks with Dr. Dre, Missionary.
Mm-hmm.
This is like his second album with Dre.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever, like the leaks I heard, they sound pretty good, bro. There's that one Gangsta Love song. That shit sound fire, bro. with the Sting
It's
sample
bringing
in it.
some good
Shit.
vibes back, man.
Yeah, yeah. But it's like it's a new shit. It's not G Funk from what I heard so far.
Yeah.
But that one sample track sounded fire, and
Yes.
Dre was rapping on one of them. And we'll see if it's really fire. A lot of rumors that it's fire though.
Mm.
And then he had another lyric where he goes at Lil Wayne, and he says to Lil Wayne, like, I used to bump the car to 3. I think he says, I wish I had a gold chain, or while I was, and I'm rocking my gold chain or some shit.
Yeah.
And then he goes, um, he says something about Nas, right? But he says like,
He gave him a shout out for
yeah, he's like the only one who appreciated my shit was Nas when I got elected for the Super Bowl or whatever, selected, not elected, selected for the Super Bowl.
yeah.
And he was like, yeah, fucking everyone else got mad and shit. Right. So he started off by talking about Wayne, then he added that Nas thing in, and then he went back to say, like, everyone got mad. So who's everyone? Lil Wayne. So Lil Wayne makes a tweet and he's like, yo, don't wake the sleeping monster. Don't talk about me, this and that. And sending like a little warning, like, yo, bro, if you keep poking at me, I'm gonna get at you and shit. Which in the beginning, it didn't seem like a diss. It just seemed like, he's sad that Lil Wayne didn't salute him and shit. But Lil Wayne took it like a diss. So that's what really matters is what the other rapper takes it like. Plus, there might be some other subliminal subtle shit in there that we don't know about, like,
I mean, like Lil Wayne's Team Drake and shit,
that's for sure. That's for sure.
right?
That's for
And
sure. But he's also safe with Lil Wayne, with Lamar Kendrick,
yeah, but the thing
but
is, if
he's still Team Drake.
if it's like J. Cole got to, I know they're not like the same, range of artists, but they might be in some people's eyes. But if Drake was instead of Drake, it was J. Cole performing at a Toronto halftime show or some shit.
Yeah,
People would be mad. He'd be mad. They're like, yo, what the fuck? That's his hometown, home city. What the fuck? Home state. What the fuck?
I mean, yeah, but you could say that for every Super Bowl too, right? Like every Super Bowl, there's a hometown person that doesn't get picked, right? Like the only people that really got picked that was hometown was Dre and Snoop, right? That was the one people that got picked. And then you could say that Jay-Z maybe has a beef with Drake, so he don't want to pick these guys because if Lil Wayne comes on there, most likely Drake's gonna come with Lil Wayne, maybe, right? They're boys and shit. Um, in my opinion, I would like to watch Lil Wayne perform with all the New Orleans people,
Yeah, like
like
come on.
Baby, Juvenile, all that old school Hot Boys, BG, all that shit.
Yeah,
Like Bling Bling, all that type of shit. I would love to see that. But I get why they picked Kendrick because Kendrick puts on like a better show. Kendrick's in that next level of artist when it comes to performing and shit.
yeah. But
Like no
aside,
one's really trying to see, like, not to say no one's trying to see this because everyone, I'll watch it. I don't give a fuck. I love Lil Wayne, right? Like
yeah,
to me, Lil Wayne has made better music than Kendrick Lamar over both their careers and shit. If I had to say who made better music, I would say Lil Wayne. And I'm basing this off his first 10 years of his career. I'm not even adding on all that lollipop shit afterwards, right? Lollipop, all that Drake shit. I'm not even adding that. None of that Nicki
Carter
Minaj
one,
shit.
Carter two.
Carter One, Hot Boys, Cash Money, Big Timers, all that shit, right? Like his first track, Shine, when he was so young and shit, like that shit is fire. Like he was on 106 in Park before half of these people were even around. Like obviously, like Drake was never on 106 in Park, but he was on 106 in Park like as a 18, 16 year older and shit. He was like at one point it was like Lil Bow Wow, Lil Wayne, Lil Romeo and shit.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like those were the young boys in rap. And Lil Wayne was the fires on all of them. Like way better than all of them. And he was making certified hits, real hits, not like some kid shit. He was making like shit for us. So yeah, I fuck with Lil Wayne more than Kendrick, but Kendrick's performances, like at the Grammys,
Mm.
at the he was at the Dre and Snoop Super Bowl already once. I just think he performs better. That's
Yeah,
all I
like
think it comes down to.
if it was Lil Wayne, I wouldn't have missed that shit for like, a second. But like as Kendrick, I'll watch this on the next day. Like I'm not gonna sit around for a live Kendrick show. Just you know?
I mean, I agree. Girl, like you, mostly I don't fuck with Kendrick. Mostly I don't fuck with Kendrick. He has like, to me, I like the Damn album. That was about it.
Yeah.
His first album to me was all right, but it's not as good as people hyped it up to be.
Yeah.
I don't like his last album. That Mr. Morale shit was garbage.
Like I'm trying to like his like what do I really like about Kendrick? Like I don't even know. You know what I mean? Like if you ask me, yo, what's your favorite Kendrick song? I'm just gonna be like, yo, I don't know. Like,
Not Like Us is a banger. That's
yeah, not
about
like
it.
it's a banger.
The fact that he smoked Drake, right? Like that's pretty much common knowledge now. That's not like something that's like, if I say that, it's a big debate and shit. Like people can get mad because people love Drake, but I'm saying that it's kind of like the consensus is like that Kendrick smoked Drake, right? Like that's what most of hip hop says, right? So
Right.
because he smoked Drake, that's like the stamp on his career now. Like that's what people would say. Yeah, this guy smoked Drake. He had that crazy control verse back in the days, right? You remember the control verse?
No, which
That's the
one?
one we said, I'm the king of New York. He's
No.
like, I'm uncoachable. Even Phil Jackson couldn't, so whatever his bars were, right? Like, I'm unsociable, I'm uncoachable. And that was like, it was and then everybody remixed that song, adding their own verse. But that Kendrick verse was like, it spun off like a big movement in hip hop at that time. So that's what he's known for, is the control verse, and
Yeah.
he's known for Not Like Us, smoking Drake and shit. Those are his two like super big moments. And then he's known for his performances, going to the Grammys with the fucking handcuffs on, doing that fucking water on his face like Jesus and shit, like the blood on his face like Jesus and shit. Like he's known for that. He's known for being like a Tupac, like wannabe type of guy and shit. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of what he's known for. So
That's for Drink. You know that song Drink? I
yeah,
could
that's one of his tracks. Like I
go
don't.
like high school times, like yeah, Kendrick and shit. But like now it's like, yo, you're too like poetic and like I can't relate with you. I'm a yuck guy and shit, bro.
Nah, this new album's fire.
I haven't listened to it. Like I just
This
gotta
new
quickly
album's fire,
I'm
bro.
like, yo, this sounds like not like us and shit.
That's
After,
why it's fire.
right?
That's why it's fire. Because that's what he was missing.
True.
Like you're
What?
saying, like how you just said, he's too poetic, he's too boring, he's like sleepy time music, and it's too like cultured and shit. Like
You gotta
you
pay
know,
attention now. You gotta listen. You gotta take it in instead
yeah.
of
But now it's not like that. It's like that, but it's not like that.
right.
That's what makes it fire now, because it's like he has that song "TV Off" on the album. That shit is fire, bro. That shit's crack. Like turn the TV off means to like kill somebody and shit, right? Like turn their TV off, right? Like so.
Mhm.
And that's like a West Coast or like a gangster phrase and shit in New York and LA and shit. So like that track's fire. Mustard made a beat on that. And it has two beats, the beat switches. And that track's fire, bro. And then the track where he jumps on the Tupac beat and
Mm.
raps like Pac and shit. Reincarnated, that shit is fucking fire. Um there's Reincarnated, TV Off, Dodger Blue. And then he has like then Heart Part 6 is fire. GNX, that's the album name, and then he has a song GNX where he has like the young boys from LA. That shit is fire. And yeah, like there's good music on here, bro. It's not like this is something that you could play front to back it's not maybe as it's not as good as like the documentary or some shit like that, right? But it's like a good in today's time. That's a good album. In today's time, that's a good album. It's not no like there's probably like one or two like tracks that you're just gonna be like, nah, fuck this. Or maybe for like 20, 30 seconds of the track, you're gonna be like, yo, what the fuck is this? But like majority of that shit is hip hop. Like it's consumable hip hop. It's not over like it's not lyrical miracle hip hop and shit. It's like
Lyrical Mirror.
consumable hip hop. Like
Trip, trip.
yeah, it's a good album, man. It's a good West Coast sound. That's the other thing that he lacks. Like back in the days, I used to be like, he's not West Coast enough to be like a West Coast rapper.
Mhm.
But like from West Coast, I want to hear about all that West Coast shit, lowriders and shit.
Right.
I want to see khaki suits and shit. Like half of Punjabi music is copying 2000s West Coast, and Kendrick Lamar doesn't represent 2000s West Coast. So it's like if you look at like Punjabi music, even you look at Sidhu, you look at every single artist that's trying to get hot, is they're trying to get that West Coast key, that West Coast synth, and they're trying to fucking take lyrics like back in those days and fucking sing on it and rap on it and have lowriders in the videos and do the gangbang culture and shit. Like that's what a lot of that shit was. That got these guys hot. That got the Punjabi music industry buzzing and shit. So the fact that Kendrick doesn't do that is like it doesn't really make him a true West Coast artist. But I think this album right here, like he has a track Dodger Blue. Like that's something you would never see on a Kendrick album, a song called Dodger Blue representing West Coast like that. Even his tracks that were like Compton and shit, where it's like Compton this, Compton that, it was like a different Compton and shit. And that's why I think like even the feature he did with Future,
Yeah.
what was that track called and shit, man? That was a banger too. That was a fire fucking track, bro. The one with Future that started all this beef, bro. Fuck,
Oh
what is
yeah.
that track called? I can't believe I can't remember it right now, bro. Fuck.
Yo, I haven't blazed for like 2 days. My short-term memory's like fucked up right now.
Hold on. Like that, right? Something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Some
yeah,
shit like
yeah,
that, right? Like
yeah.
that. That shit is a fucking bro, it has Easy E in the background and the sample and shit. And yeah, you know, like that or some shit, right? Like that was a fucking banger, bro. Like that's a banger too. So Kendrick's on a roll right now. Let's just say that.
Yo,
He's
in
in a
4
good little
months,
pocket.
Kendrick's had 177 million views on Not Like Us.
Mm-hmm.
More than a Punjabi song.
No, Kendrick's smoking it, bro. That's the biggest song of the year. Even anybody who made a song that people liked,
Yeah.
they couldn't compare with the how viral and how much people was using "Not Like Us" just because of the phrase, like "You're not like us," right? So that phrase alone just fucking, and that's the thing about music. If you can make those quick phrases and shit, that will always outdo everything else and shit.
Mhm.
And this beat right here is legendary. This is the like that beat with Future, Metro Boomin. And then he has Future on the track. You can't go wrong with Future, bro. Kendrick's on a roll right now. This is a different Kendrick. You never would see Kendrick and Future. You would never see Kendrick with DJ Mustard. You would never
Like,
see this shit.
it's like when the real raw hip hop was there and auto-tune came in and Future came in. I'm like, fuck, man. I want that. Like, where's that raw hip hop? This ain't the raw hip hop. This ain't the real hip hop. And then when your ears and just like the culture, you get used to everything coming out. You adapt to everything, the sound. Now it's like you hear Kendrick and you're like, man, why isn't this guy on auto tune and shit? Like it's so fucked up.
Yeah, but like to me, it's still the same. Like there's certain like I gained a respect for like that type of shit. Don't get it twisted. Like I still I s- there's I like for Future. I think he's fire, but and I get it. Like in the streets, Future is probably making bigger hits than Kendrick in the streets and shit, right? But end of the day, like you can't let the consumerism and the take over. Like rap is still rap and shit. Like there has to be rappers too and shit. If you respect rap, if you love rap and you love music, you have to still respect the rap and shit. You can't really just be like, all right, it's all about this now. That might be more hot at the moment. That might be, but without the rap, there's none of that shit. Right? Like it's like the rap, those type of rappers gave these guys the position to do what they're doing and shit. Like
Right.
if you notice like Kodak Black, um, Lil Uzi, you notice all these guys that came out and that were dissing Tupac, that were dissing old school beats and all that shit. Now they're kind of being like, no one's really talking about them. Uh-huh. They have a loyal fan base, but they're not like the top. Like no one's really talking about them right now. And it's going back to more like the more that this AI shit comes out, the
Uh-huh.
more that it's going back to like people want to hear
Real shit.
somebody with just a mic and no reverb and shit. Right? Like you're starting to sense that coming back and shit.
Yeah. It
Right?
sounds better.
It does, man. It lasts longer. It like that. Like you listen to a lot of singers and you all you hear is the auto tune after a couple of years. Cause the auto tune, the
Yeah.
newer ones gets better and shit, and the older ones sound so bad. Like I was listening to some Kanye verses from back in the days when he was starting. That shit don't sound as good as the rapping Kanye and shit.
Lil Wayne's little auto tune. If you listen to half of that shit,
Yeah, and that's why I say I'm not really a fan of that era of Lil Wayne as much as I am. Like he still had fire tracks then, but like the first era of Lil Wayne when he was a hot boy, oh my god, that's the goal. Like that Lil Wayne is potentially the goal.
yeah,
That back in the day, Hot Boy, Go DJ, Shine, all that shit. That's a contender for the gold. Yeah, that's up there with DMX. That's up there with fucking all that shit.
he is in his like recent like 8 months. He's released some tracks and shit. Like they've been really fire, man. Lil
Yeah,
Wayne's
his
like,
verses have been fire still.
yeah.
Mm.
I don't know what he's smoking right now, but I need some of that.
Also, I feel like Kendrick gets a lot of the blame, but a lot of that boring shit, a lot of that lyrical shit is like it's J. Cole, bro. Like I feel like J. Cole's the guy that does that. Like it's overly poetic, it's overly soft, it's overly like
J. Cole's got that like woke pussy on lock.
yeah. He
He's
got a
gonna
lot
like
of
say
cocoa
something
butter
like,
going
"Hey,
on and shit.
I got pink stones in my bedroom and
Yeah,
shit,
yeah,
meditating at 4 a.m.
uh,
and levitating at 5 a.m. and these bitches
yeah,
are masturbating at 6 a.m." Like that's what they're at, bro. Like he's on fucking weird
yeah,
woke. That's my
uh,
take. This guy.
like, yeah, like, it's like, yo, fuck, man.
Woke in the
This is not a song. This is a revelation. How they get a nigga gone? Been to a man, but we I don't understand, baby. Pay your bill and make you feel. It's not enough. A few solid niggas left, but it's not enough. You a big dirty.
Like, he's fuck. He's like sending shots at Drake. That's not enough, nigga.
Niggas acting bad, but somebody gotta do it. Put my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn the CD off. TV, turn the TV off. The TV, turn the TV off. Huh, turn the TV off. Ain't no other king in his rap thing than siblings. Nothing but my children. One shot, they disappearing. I'm in a city where the flag be getting thrown like it was past interference. Padlock around the building. Credit pulling up and no more check just to pay free.
This is a banger, bro.
Tell him Kendrick did it. How he showed you how to run a blitz. Tell him Kendrick put the rest back in front of shit. Tell him Kendrick did it. I'm stripping and I'm loving. Tell him Kendrick did it like Murder music off a murder van. Beat the bushy up like I've been celebrating all murder sin. Who is in? One and only shot and known as murder man. Catch him doing dirty, it's no other way but murder plans. I work harder than you to tie the more fix. 14 ride really bikes with some back his face. Sacrifices like a monster beat cut. Yeah, Josh says I could do it. I swear I'm coming worse.
Tell you there's some shit on here, bro.
Oh, yes, Stevie, band kar de, band kar.
Yeah, there's probably a fire way to say that in Punjabi and shit. But like you hear an intro like this and you're like, what the fuck? Right? Like you hear an intro like this and you're like, what the fuck? And then Tupac comes on. That's this classic right there, right?
Did I security person who I used to be able to share the skin. Every day a new version of me, a third of me, the mint is submitting and being juggling in the pose of cause of fame. I don't know how to make prayers over on his own. I recollect this isolation, I was 4 years old. To be told,
It's trying to rap like Quack and shit.
like progression last year when it fucked me up. Reincarnated on this earth for 100 plus. The body at the body, lesson after lesson. Let's take it back to Michigan in 1947. My father kicked me out the house because I wouldn't listen to him. I didn't care about his influence, only what he was doing.
Yeah, my father kicked me out of the house, didn't love what I was doing, but I didn't listen to him. I was into what I'm doing. Like if you got kicked out your house, you're gonna fuck with that shit. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna it's too raw and shit, but it's proper West Coast. The beats are fire. It's not the greatest album ever. Don't get it twisted. There's way better albums than this in the past and shit. There's way better albums in hip hop than this. But in the moment right now, it's a fire album.
Are there club bangers in there?
Yeah. There's a couple of them, but not like it's not gonna be club banger like if you're saying like, yo, did he go get Bad Bunny and shit? You get what I'm saying? But that's what people are doing. Like if we're gonna compare with a Drake would be like, all right, in the club banger, let's go call Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right? Like you see what I'm saying? That's when it becomes pop culture versus hip hop culture, but it's still rapping. The skill is rap, but it's the culture that you're in and shit. Right? And that like and that's like nothing wrong with being either. Most people are gonna be like Drake's music's better. But most people are gonna tell you if you go back in the day, they're gonna be like, okay, Tupac's fire, but they're gonna be like, yo, Michael Jackson makes the real hits and shit. You know what I mean? Right? Like that, like Michael Jackson, Tupac could never fuck with Michael Jackson. Right? You know what I'm saying? And that's where it's like you gotta distinguish like what you fuck with and whatever. Like for me, I rather listen to a rap album. That's just me though. Right? But if there's 100 bitches in the room, we gonna put on fucking Michael Jackson and shit.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be at the fucking party being like, yo, put on fucking Kendrick on that Tupac beat and shit. I need to hear Reincarnated in the club. Like, yeah, like I ain't gonna do that. Like I understand. Like you just have to understand. Like I think hip hop got too mixed up with pop culture, and it's like everyone says, "Oh, this is the best rapper," but they're really talking about, this guy makes the best pop music that I can dance to and shit. Right? Or this guy's song makes me fucking do the Dougie and shit. Or this guy's song in the club bitches shake their ass the most to and shit. Right? Like
So what are you
nothing
rating?
wrong with either and shit.
What are you rating this out of 10?
Out of 10? Shit, man. It's gotta be a 7.5, bro.
Damn, I thought you were gonna give it 7.6. Still close.
7.6 is all right too, bro. I'll give it that. I feel like it's better than a 7.5, but I don't give it an 8. Because it's still missing like that documentary like quality of music. And it might be the lack of using one producer, whereas
Like the music videos might like close it out and like, you know, the
Oh,
visuals.
it will for sure. But I still think like off the like maybe my third or fourth listen, right? Because to me, I have to listen in the car, and I only listen to it in the car maybe once, the full album. But I feel like even with the music videos, it's not at that level of a documentary and shit. If we're talking about West Coast albums and shit, like it's not at that level. It's not at the out level of All Eyes on Me. It's not at the out level of like Tupac. It's not at that level. It's not at the level of a Doggy Style. It's not at that level. It's not the level of a Chronic and shit. It's not.
Like an all-time classic,
Yeah, it's not. It's not.
last lifetime.
No, no. But it's fire.
Sahiya.
Mm.
Can you hear the crickets chirping here and shit?
Yeah.
That's what I got to say about the album right now.
Nah, I mean, like, I get it for you too, right? Like, you're in the studio working and shit. You don't really have time to just sit there and listen to an album all day and shit. Like, but like, sometimes you just gotta put your headphones on and listen to some shit, bro. That's all, bro.
Yeah, like exactly. I don't have my weed. I don't have anything. In my like,
Yeah.
I have a vibe listening to this shit.
Yeah. And I'm still gonna listen to it more. It's still something that I feel like I'll play and shit.
Right. Gotta take
Yeah.
it in a few times and like.
Yeah, like there's probably shit that I'm missing right now. I'm
Right.
probably just skimming through whatever I listened to first that sounded the best. There might be way better heaters on there. Like there was some songs where it was more like the Pac that rap to bitches. They had some that type of vibe, like they had that thug passion type of vibe on there a little bit. I can't remember which track it was, but it came on and I was like, yo, this guy's trying to be Pac and shit, yo. But after so long, you're kind of happy that someone's trying to do that. Because there was one point where every rapper was trying to do it and shit.
Yo, it's even like when you hear these tracks these days, like everything sounds the same, no matter what language it is. It's the same shit, and it's like, how much you gonna keep talking about the same shit?
Yeah, you gotta.
Using the
That's
same flow, using the same beats.
that's
using
why these guys all suck, bro. They might be so talented, but they suck because their whole talent is taking what someone else did. It's not inspired from their own life. It's not inspired from.
yeah. It's like, oh, you see something, and now you gotta go do it. Hopefully, no one catches you and shit,
Yeah,
and it doesn't work. Now you're sitting there like, what the fuck?
yeah. Like they were saying in the Indian music scene and shit,
Yeah,
Diljit and Badshah have some of the most expensive music videos in all of music, right? But like, if you were to take Badshah and drop him off in fucking Canada, I don't even think like anybody would know who he is, right? Like, I'm just being honest. Like, obviously, the Indian people will know, but I'm saying like not like that level of where if you were to take Diljit and drop him somewhere, right? Even though they're spending the same budget and shit.
yeah,
So by that, what I mean is like, even though he's trying to copy something, like Badshah's trying to copy like a hip hop poppy music, kind of like a Drake sometimes, kind of like right, like he's not like his music, the sound of the music, the tempo of the music, that these
yeah,
type of things are very like upbeat, club sounding, Honey Sing type. Like he's trying to be in that type of music genre rather than gangster rap, right? Like he's not trying to be a gangster rapper, right? But he's trying to do it on a high end level, right? Like he's trying to do it at a high end level. But even
pop,
though he's spending that much money, he's not known like a Bad Bunny. He's not, even though his budget might be the same as a Bad Bunny, he's
yeah,
not known like a Bad Bunny. He's not selling like a Bad Bunny. It's because he's copying. It's not
true,
authentic. Like someone like me sees that and I'd be like, oh, he stole that flow from this guy. Those beats are not really Indian. They're not really rap. It's like a mix of all that shit. And yeah, there's a huge Like if you go out in Chandigarh, you go out in Delhi, you go out in Bombay, you're gonna hear these songs being played at night at spots where bitches are gonna be dancing, and there's mad fans for these people if you go to their shows and this and that. But I'm not like, it's still not at that level of recognition and shit, right? It's like there's dope rappers, and then there's the popularity of Snoop versus a rapper that, like, you could say Two Chains, right? Like Two Chains and Snoop are like, Two Chains is fire.
Right.
But take him out of Atlanta, take him out of, he's not known around the world the same like Snoop and shit. Right? Like if Snoop pulls up in India, if Snoop pulls up in Tokyo, if Snoop pulls up anywhere around the world, people are gonna know
Who
that
pulls
Snoop.
up in Mars, the aliens are gonna be like, "What up,
Yeah,
bro?"
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a lot to do with, he's just authentic. That sea walking shit, the braids, all that shit. He's just so authentic with it. That's why they put him at the Super Bowl. And that's why he was with Martha fucking Stewart and shit. Like Snoop's that guy. He's in a fucking Indian movie, bro. Fuck. He's in Bollywood movie.
Everyone loves Snoop, man.
Yeah. So what were you saying, bro? You never smoked weed for 48 hours and you're crashing out and shit.
Yeah, I'm having like fucked up dreams and shit. Like this shit is like, I don't know what to do right now, bro.
So is it like a personal decision, or is it
Personal decision. I had to come home, do my laundry and shit. My mom and them are dipping back to Toronto, so I gotta fucking come say what up to them.
okay?
And I was just running around. I was like, yo, I gotta get there by this time. My cab was waiting outside, and I fucking come home, and I'm like, oh fuck. So now I'm sitting here sipping on jaw with a fucked up sleep schedule. You're yawning and shit. I'm like tweaking right now off this jaw. So I'm ready to fucking work. Bucky की हो गया? कित्थे से हो गया? Yeah, bro, shit's fucked right now. I don't know what to say. Like I can't even like hold like track of my thought and shit at the moment.
So are you getting like upset faster, or are you being like, fuck this, I'm just gonna sleep through the day? Is there
Yeah,
any like
last day I just kind of like fuck. I'm gonna sleep through the day, but then you wake up in the middle of the night and and you're just wide awake and shit. You gotta start like fucking doing. Then I start doing some research and shit, and then everybody's kind of getting annoyed because like I'm like loud as fuck in the middle of the night. They're all like trying to wake up at 4, do part, and I'm like up like pounding beats and like sipping on job. Like yo, what up? So it's like it's pretty fucked. I'll be back in the studio tomorrow, ready to rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got Love You working on some beats. Um, yeah. So
So for me, like, if I don't smoke, it's like I don't want to eat nothing. I don't really want to. I drink jar. I don't want to eat. I don't really want to do too much. Like I could go the whole day without smoking, as long as I know I'm gonna burn tonight. Like you know what I mean. But when I don't know if I'm gonna burn tonight, it's like shit. I don't want to do nothing. Like I'm crashing out. Like I don't really want to do nothing.
yeah,
I'm like, yo, should I even get up? I don't have no weed. I don't have no link. The fuck am I supposed to do? But if I have enough that I can just be like, nah, I ain't smoking right now, then I'm fine. I think it's a mindset, bro.
yeah. It's just like you have that end of the day, like fuck the world, fuck everybody. I don't need you type shit. But eat it, shit,
Yo, good thing I didn't call you, bro. You're probably gonna bitch me out and shit, yo. You're gonna be like,
bro.
nah, man, I don't want to talk right now, bro. I'm gonna be like, man, it'll be okay.
Nah, it's tough, bro. I don't know
Yeah.
what the bang shit.
Don't
Like,
worry, man. You'll be alright. It's just one more day, bro. What the fuck?
yeah,
You're
it's not
straight, bro.
like less than. I'm gonna have a countdown. It's what 22. It's 10:47. I'm
So
dipping
do you
in.
got a taxi booked for the morning, or you got a driver, or you got something
Yeah,
for
I
it?
got a driver. He's gonna come
Yeah.
grab me in the morning. I'll be there, and then these niggas are gonna be sleeping and shit. I was like, wake up.
So you're gonna meet everybody before you leave and just be like, "Yo, man, see you guys back in Canada one
Well,
day."
they're saying it's chill and shit, and I'm like, I got work to do.
Yeah, yeah,
Like right now, I got something going. Tomorrow, if that shit's like, you know what I mean? Y'all gotta talk shit. You're gonna be the first ones to talk shit.
yeah, yeah. Well, that's whatever. Um, Basically, it's like for you, it's more about comfortability and just making sure everything's operating, right?
Yeah,
Like,
like I don't have anything set up here. I took,
yeah,
like I got my own spot there,
yeah.
so it's chilling. And then,
Make sure everything's running right.
yeah, it's just like that's all it is. And
Yeah,
then do what I can, play my role. I'm like, what's his little step player and shit? What's his name, man?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hold on. Right now, I'm like, what's his name?
So where's Lovey?
Lovey's in the studio.
He didn't come back.
No. He's gonna be
Oh,
back.
he the big man on campus right now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We should have called him up in this shit.
Yo, we should call him up and
We
shit.
should have been like, "Sorry, Kendrick, सुने
I'm like, hey, dude.
मैं हो केड़ा?"
I'm like, yo, you have time, bro. I'm like, do what you want. Get your date. Go out. Have fun. When I come back, it ain't gonna be the same.
Nah, that's straight.
Good pay you.
He's living his best life right now, bro.
Oh yeah. He's like, yo, when you coming, bro?
Bro's on the real come up and shit.
Bro's living life. He's like living down to LA vibes right now.
Yeah,
He's having the time of his life. I'm in the
that's how it
band and
should
shit.
be.
There's like crickets in the back.
Ain't nothing wrong with the pen, bro. It's what you make. If all your shit was there, you would have been acting like the pen's the shit right now.
Yeah. That's the only thing. It's
Yeah,
chilly. I actually like
I
it
know
better.
that.
Like
Of course,
Mhm.
bro.
less distraction, more, you can just focus on your work, fresh food, eat anything, people are running around. City, it's a different, vibe.
I mean, it goes both ways. Like, there's more convenience probably in the city in certain aspects,
Yeah, like I kind of see
but
why
there's also more to do. More to do too.
Sidhu Musiala was like, yo, I love the band life and stuff.
Mhm.
It's like your own territory. You got everything set up.
But we're Jakke, bro. So like,
Yeah. I'm gonna need that like 2 a.m. McDonald's and shit.
yeah.
I need that too. Like, ain't nothing coming to print. I need that Uber. I need
Yeah,
every.
and you got Starbucks and shit, all that.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
go to Lante Mall and get like a $40,000 T-shirt. Like, otherwise, like I can't even sleep at night.
Mhm.
It's fucked.
Yeah, I mean, wherever you're at, right? You end up fucking like adjusting, right?
Yeah. Coming to the print, you turn into a pendu yakka and shit.
Don't worry. In 2 to 3 weeks, we're gonna shoot a video for you guys, bro. Life in the pen, living in the pen, surviving the pen and shit.
Surviving the bid.
No phones, no fucking ACs, no
You
bijli and
don't need
shit.
it. As long as you can get a fireplace going, I think we'll be good, man.
But that's gonna be the funniest part is us trying to make that fireplace without a lighter and shit.
There has to be some weed or some shit, bro.
Well, we'll have weed. We
Yeah.
gonna smoke. We gonna smoke. I don't know if we're gonna put it in the video, but we gonna smoke.
Yeah.
That might be the fucking X-rated version that they gotta subscribe for and shit.
Yeah.
X-rated sounds kind of pause, bro. Not that type of X-rated, bro.
Itchy. I'm like having like withdrawal symptoms.
I know. I seen you like fucking doing this fidgeting and shit, yo. I'm like, yo, that's usually me, bro.
No, at least
Yo, tell Kendrick to chill on dissing Snoop, bro. What the fuck? Leave the legends alone, bro.
yeah, like what's Kendrick been saying online right now? Is there any like is he fucking
Nah, he said it all in the album, bro. He don't really tweet like that. He's not a tweeter.
DeMar DeRozan's what did he say about DeMar?
Oh, oh, Drake or Kendrick?
DeMar DeRozan hints at being tipped off about Kendrick Lamar album following Drake beef.
Oh, I saw that. That's just like debut. No, did you know about the? Did you know about the songs before they came out? Did you hear the album before it came out? He's like, oh, I can't disclose that, but kind of say that he did and shit. So he knew that it was gonna drop. Basically, a lot of people knew this was coming out, but it wasn't to the general public and shit. That's all.
Yeah. Janta.
Yeah.
Yo, when you know the next Kanye album, bro? Is that coming out?
Wow. How'd you like the last one?
I didn't even listen to it.
There you go, bro. That's why it's not coming out.
Like this seeing Kanye online, like, you know, all over the internet kind of makes me happy because I know he's disrupting shit. Like he's just fucking with everybody. So it's just kind of like it's good. It's good.
Now he posts his new wife and shit.
His new wife's fire, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I don't know what else to say. She's fire, but I'm surprised she's down to wear whatever he says, which is even more fire.
Yeah, but she was also part of like his design team.
Yeah.
So
like,
she's already used to those type of ideas and shit. She knew what she was signing up for.
I wonder how Kim Kardashian feels about that shit. Like she's like,
I haven't heard that name in a long time, bro.
Yeah. She needs another fucking
Her, Cardi B, what happened to all these girls and shit?
they just fucking died, bro. They're like fucking done. They're dead on the inside and shit.
But I feel like as long as Kanye was around her, she was still like considered. Like she probably might be still considered like fucking super like whatever. But I mean, people really fucked with her before.
Yeah. Like this how they fucking with like Taylor Swift and shit.
Yeah.
You see Justin Trudeau dancing at the Taylor Swift concert?
Nah, man. I don't do politics, bro. Only thing politics I talk about is Trump, bro.
Yeah.
I fuck
I
with
wonder
Trump,
what
bro.
Trump has to say about.
Trump's probably repping Kendrick, bro. Maybe not though. Maybe not. I think Trump would pick Lil Wayne over Kendrick. But I think he'll take Kendrick over Drake.
I wonder if they did a petition for that.
That's what I think. I think he'll take Lil Wayne over Kendrick, but he'll take Kendrick over Drake because Drake's Canadian. So he's probably like, fuck that Canadian right off the bat.
Yeah, there's a Lil Wayne petition on change.org.
For the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
Fortunately, despite his influential status in the music world, Lil Wayne has not yet been given the deserving platform to perform at the Super Bowl. Therefore, we urge the National Football League and the Super Bowl halftime show organizers to consider Lil Wayne for their next event.
So why do they want Lil Wayne to perform at the Super Bowl so much, but they don't buy tickets for his fucking
Yes.
shows?
More like
Why don't they just go to a Lil Wayne concert and support the motherfucker?
it's like nostalgia and shit,
Why don't
bro.
they buy his fucking albums and shit?
Time and shit. It's Lil Wayne.
No, I don't think it's nostalgia. I just think it's because it's in New Orleans and shit. That's the only reason. And I think it's all Drake fans saying this shit because they can't say it should be Drake, so they're saying, yo, it should be fucking Lil Wayne.
Yo, Lil Wayne or Kendrick, it doesn't matter. It's still a win for hip hop.
It's a win for hip hop. It's a win for hip hop.
Right.
But if it was Lil Wayne, that would be legendary.
Yeah. That's fucking Lil Wayne, man.
Especially if they did it right.
Yeah.
Like if they did the Nicki Minaj Young Money shit, I don't think it would be legendary like that. I think he has to have the old school guys in there for at least a couple minutes. Like it's like if Dre and Snoop didn't bring 50. It would never have been as legendary as because they brought 50 and he did In the Club too. Like that just kind of like you do still Dre In the Club, you have Eminem, and then you have Kendrick, whatever. But like those first three, still Dre in the club and anything Eminem does is like that's legendary. That's a legendary fucking moment. And it's legendary because they were all together at that same time. Still Drake came out, then Eminem came and all that type of shit, right? Like it's like it connects so perfectly on the timeline.
Yeah. It would be dope. It would be
Yeah.
really dope. But I think like maybe I don't know. I don't know what the organizers are thinking. Like they got
It's not up to it's also that's the other thing I was gonna say. Like Lil Wayne has to be able to present something too and be like, this is what we're gonna do. Like select me as like, like this is what will do. If you're gonna put me on,
this
is
is
what we'll do.
the art we're showing. Like what
Yeah,
art? They only say, yo, I'm gonna show with my dreads and a joint, and be like, yo, Young Money, Cash Money.
maybe. But
Nah,
Nicki Minaj and Drake would kill it if they were with him. That's still a fire fucking little.
yeah, they should do like a drumline theme and shit.
Yeah. But Nicki's kind of washed right now too, bro.
Yeah, they're all like, has Nick like how many kids does Nicki Minaj have?
Just one, bro.
Yeah, they're like moms and shit now, man.
No, but that don't matter, bro. There's 16-year-old girls that are moms and shit. There's 20-year-old girls that are moms. That don't matter.
How old's Nicki Minaj now?
She's like 35 to 40.
She's 41.
Mm.
Whatever happened to Ice Spice, bro?
I don't know. That's not my side of rap and shit. That's that pop culture shit.
Which she's born on January 1st of 2000.
Fuck.
Haha. Fucking Ice Spice.
So that means like she was popping like 2-3 years ago, right?
Yeah, like a year ago, man.
I think a year ago was like Sexy Red. After Sexy Red came, Ice Spice just fell off and shit.
Yeah, Ice Spice came out that month shit in 22.
Yeah. Time flies, bro.
August 2022, yeah.
Mm.
Now she's chilling with Taylor Swift and shit.
So it's almost 3 years.
Yeah.
2025's up next month. I'm telling you, bro. That shit don't last, bro. Chalo. Say, bro.
All right, brother. I need some bud, bro. Holla at me.
Don't worry, man. As soon as you leave, you're good. You're gonna get that up there.
Yeah,